Hi, I'm Dr. Sharon Allisonati, known as Dr. Sharon, here with an absolute icon in African American medicine, particularly in the area of cardiovascular disease and health disparities, Dr. Richard Allen Williams. Hi, Dr. Williams.
Hi, Sharon. How are you?
I am just great. We are so proud of you. He is the author of Healthcare Disparities at the Crossroads with Healthcare Reform. Dr. Williams, will you tell me about your latest book?
Well, the first thing I'd like to say, Sharon, is that I'm very proud of this effort, in particular because of the fact that it comes out at a time when we are all concerned about the aspect of healthcare reform and what it can do to change the lives of the citizens who are most in need of high-class delivery of health care. And you know all about that, of course. I want to say that I conceived of the idea of writing this book because of the fact that I had done a previous one in 2007, which brought up the issue of healthcare disparities. And since that time, our president, Barack Obama, has come up with the signing of what we call the Affordable Care Act. What this book does is to break it down for ordinary people to understand what they are getting in healthcare reform, because many people don't understand how that impacts upon healthcare disparities.
Dr. Williams, you are really an icon, and certainly in my career, I have looked at your career and said, a Renaissance man. I'm an author myself, a physician, but you actually did write the roadmap to healthcare disparities, and you must be recognized for that, as well as your pioneering work in cardiovascular disease.
Oh my.
What would you tell physicians now as we look at healthcare reform, which you've advocated for decades and been a leading voice? What would you tell physicians about the practice of medicine in this environment?
Main thing is for physicians to understand something that I've learned along the way, and that is that medicine has to be patient-oriented. The center of the medical universe is not the doctor, it's the patient. And we have, the sooner we all recognize that, the sooner we'll be able to deliver on the promise of healthcare reform, because it is all about the patient and what needs to be done to improve the delivery of healthcare in our society.
That's an excellent lead-in, because I'd ask you the same question. What would you say to the patients all over the country who really don't get the fine nooks and crannies associated with healthcare reform and what the Affordable Care Act is? And what would you tell a patient?
I tell the patient the same thing that I tell the doctor. It's a matter of education. Become educated. Know what your healthcare problems are, and we all have healthcare problems. And after you find out what healthcare problems you have, it may be hypertension, it may be a problem of family history of stroke, it may be diabetes, it may be obesity. Once you focus in on that problem, you need to go to your doctor. And when you go to your doctor, and that doctor may be in a private practice setting, it may be in a community health center setting, it may be in a university setting, whatever setting it is, make sure to question the doctor. Ask the doctor questions about that condition that you have, and so that you can learn more. So as I said, it's a matter of educating yourself, and it's a matter of the doctor becoming educated too.
I am here with, again, a phenomenal physician, researcher, writer, just a great man, and certainly this country must recognize his greatness and his contributions to medicine. Here, his new book, Healthcare Disparities at the Crossroads with Healthcare Reform, Dr. Richard Allen Williams. I do believe that absolutely every American, physician, patient, community organizations should have this book as their roadmap to how we navigate the healthcare system moving forward. Thank you, Dr. Williams.
Thank you, and I'd like to say that from a practical standpoint, this book can be acquired through the publisher, which is Springer.com, and also through Amazon.com online. And we'd also like to say that in order to get the word out about this, we depend on people who are able to sponsor us. And we are sponsored in this instance by this wonderful company called Biomedics, which is a biotechnical company that makes materials and has programs particularly aimed at helping the African American population. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much.